It's a beautiful day, chat. We are starting the Jerry stream a little earlier than normal. Just thought I'd mix things up for a bit today. Overnight, I played a little off stream, and we churned through the ranks. We're diamond now. There was so many, like, combo decks right now on standard ladder. I don't know what to say to that. There are so many people looking to try and scam you out of the game. But Selesnya is kind of holding up. With all the Dimir players around as well, Selesnya tokens kind of just crushes them. So I think we'll keep on the Gearhulk train for a little bit. Might test out some brews if we hit Mythic today. We'll see. I've never really streamed this early though, so I don't know what it's going to be like in terms of traffic. We keep this. Man's playing red. Okay. I respect that. Oh my god, it's red aggro. I can't believe it. The red aggro soldier. I think we gotta play for stats, so we'll just play voice. The alternative there is play Llanowar Elves and tap land, but I feel like we're gonna get ass cooked. Alright, we'll see if he just swings with this. I'd rather pull a buff. Alright, sure. So because we have to play a tap land next turn, I think we swing with voice here. We'll jam this, going for green. And then we're gonna just go straight to 4. So next turn, if we're not dead, we'll have a Gearhulk on the table. This is the most vulnerable we'll be this game. Turn inside out, hey. So is this some cheesy leyline deck? How much we take in 9? Has he got lethal? Incredible. Alright, well we know what our opponent's doing now. Sure thing, buddy. Which means we want to cut Ouroboros for Biza and Authority. We definitely want Get Lost. Our goal here is just to have instant speed interaction, basically. Probably one Inspector. Alright. Should be manageable now. Is this a keeper? I guess so. Oh, it's a red leyline opener. It's gonna get nasty. So there's Hired Claw. We'll play the Verge and then just scoop that up, I think. Okay. The nice thing is, if we get cheesed out of this game, we just got promoed, so we don't really have any MMR to lose here. That could be a problem. Let it roll. Floodmore? Alright, sure. So we gotta hope then there's no buff spell in his hand then. Or like fling, sorry. We'll grab a Seam Rip, and we'll probably grab that Authority. This will probably make him try and go all in this turn. Gearhulk should do a good job chumping the Emberheart Challenger here. And if he removes it, it means he's not going to have a one-shot. Yeah, okay. That's good for us. What do we go with here? I think we play Untapped Land, we bring in Cosmogran, and then let's get Authority of the Consoles online. We won't swing with Gearhulk yet, but we're going to remove that show off. Maybe we do swing with Gearhulk here. I'm feeling kind of greedy. What's the worst thing that happens here? No, Gearhulk having First Strike is such a blocker for him. He can't, like, buff through the Challenger and trample through with it. It'll be super important to deal with. Alright, I think we do Battle Menu, make a 2-2. Into Phoenix down, buff my creatures. And we're going to hold the other battle menu here, I think. Alright, now we're starting to crank the pressure up. This just having First Strike really shuts down his normal play of buffing a creature to High Heaven and giving it trample and just pushing through damage. I don't think we have anything in our grave that Phoenix Down can grab yet. If the Nemesis wasn't banned, Phoenix Down would be so good here for hosing the haste. Floodmore, sure. We'll see what he goes for here. So he's going to swing with that. I think we'll go for the block here. We'll pull that last spell out of him. And then before that triggers, we'll just get rid of this so he doesn't get card advantage. We should live this pretty comfortably. We take 8 here. And then he'll get 2 2/2s, which will both trigger consoles at least. And then I think what we need to do is Bright Glass Gearhulk here into double Seam Rip. Although I don't think we put the other Seam Rip in our deck, so maybe only one. I don't really want to sack a token, to be honest. So Seam Rip 1, definitely. And we'll go Seam Rip here. We'll go with the 1/1s. And we'll chump block here if we can. So what kills us here? One of these being a Slick Shot kills us here. He needs to draw a buff and then have one of these be a Slick Shot show off. Which would be pretty annoying as a high roll, but I think we're putting the clock on him fast enough now. It's like a Hail Mary for him. Like, I'm pretty happy to play those odds. Double block. Dreadmore's Ire. Alright, so we take 5. Live on 2, and GG. Christ. This game is like... I think I'll get rid of the Dusk Race for the last seam rip. This game is like walking a tightrope. This matchup can be so brutal. I will keep this. We can put down an early creature, and we have battle menu to beat the buffed creature, so... Oh my god, red ley line again. Into 1-drop. Very disappointing for us. But Recruit comes down and at least stops the, hide, like the 2/2s. The 2/2 mouse. He's just gonna buff this thing? Alright, sure. That's such like a big hit from him. What's he doing? What's he thinking about? Take the 1. And there's a headliner, alright. So we have the seam rip here. Maybe we do that. We want this to be green because we want to get Bright Glass Gear Hulk mana if we can. We'll hoover up the Hired Claw, and then we'll trade Paw Patch Recruit next turn. Oh my god, dude. Crazy. Not that much damage, to be honest. If this is all he does this turn, I think that's alright for us. Alright. That's alright. So we'll bring in Cosmogrand here then. And then next turn we can battle menu Voice of Victory for a trigger. I will block this. I think I have to. Opponent pass. Alright, sure thing. So I'll go Voice into battle menu, and I'm going to gain 4 life because I really don't want to get killed by a fling. Oh, keep drawing lands, please, opponent. That would be the dream. Alright, we're looking like we have a pretty strong run here, because we're going to get double trigger on the Zenith. Yeah. I was like, do I double buff? Do I have lethal if I do that? And I think the answer is yes, so we'll take it. Very nice to win there. Literally, ladder right now is just these, like, robbery decks that just want you to, like, brick on draws so they can just, like, steal a game from you in 4 turns flat. Yeah, I'll keep this. That's Dimir, lovely. We love to see Dimir. I think I'll go for a Inspector opener. I'm gonna try and get Urban Retreat next turn, if I can. If he holds open Counterspell mana, that's kind of nice for us. Okay, we're gonna get Kaito'd, it looks like. That's bearable. This needs to come in for green. We don't have anything to ramp into, so I guess we'll just Voice of Victory. Drawing that changes my plan a little bit. And since we don't have a 4-drop yet, Urban Retreat's gonna suck. But if he plays Kaito this turn, Voice of Victory plus Novice Inspector can remove it. Plus, Voice being on the battlefield in general just really upsets Damir's game plan. Tragic Trajectory. So that's gonna come down next turn, probably. Oh, he's already got one. Sure, buddy. 3 Spyglass Sirens, holy hell. Slow down, buddy. Okay, I would like to stop drawing lands. I think I'm gonna have to do this, just to slow down the pressure. We need to find a heavy hitter. If he Tragic Trajectory something here, I get a +1/+1 counter on the way out, so I'm not too bothered. Wow, has he just got Interaction and Sirens? That's fun. Well, that means we're not really dying particularly fast here then. We'll probably see him rip whatever he buffs here. Hopefully he hits a land. Another removal spell, holy moly. Oh, that's a good draw, actually. Maybe we Paw Patch here. So we'll have this come in with white, and we'll just play Paw Patch. We can save the Seam Rip for another turn. We're not super pressed here. Like, we're taking 3 damage this turn, possibly 4. Alright, nice. He's, once again, not doing much, and Shoot the Sheriff here doesn't really get him any value aside from removing 1 creature. But he's just going to make a 3/3 with Trample if he does that. Paw Patch Recruit is such an anti-black card. Like, their spot removal just becomes so much weaker with it on the battlefield. Well, I guess all we can really do here is draw. And then remove a threat. That's alright. What have I got in the bin? Literally nothing valuable. We'll play Plains. I could have played the tap land there, but I think I want to bounce a creature to get value out of it. Alright. We are now winning this incredibly slow race here. But opponent is like 1 good draw away from just cooking me. Ooh. Does that change anything? I think I'm more likely to find value if I swing now. Yeah, we'll do this. We're going to bring back the Paw Patch this turn, which might seem backwards, but what I want to do here is, because it comes in tapped, we can actually bounce it home. And it's going to be our second spell next turn. That's a really, like, scuffed way to get value. Opponent is apparently drawing bricks. So Ouroboros we usually cut. Just because their spot removal is consistent enough to deal with it the turn it comes in. Battle menu gets a little bit weaker. I'll cut 1, the last Ouroboros for a Beza. And we'll chuck in a Get Lost over a battle menu, I think. Oh no, they can use those maps. We'll go double Beza. Wait, what's 60? What am I missing? Oh, we'll grab that last battle menu. my god. Okay, why not? 2 Voice of Victories. I think we can take them down with that. We're getting battered, guys. What do you think he's gonna take? Voice of Victory or Voice of Victory? Bro, this hand is so cooked. Oh, man. Preacher, okay. Well, that's disappointing for us. Bro, is he mono black now? What's bro doing? Oh my god, the Revenant? That's actually a bit of a problem. Hold on. Oh, another voice. Great. Holy lands, dude. I'm not getting anything playable today, apparently. Goodness. Nope, goodbye. This guy could be an outlaw. Maybe he's like maybe he's busking illegally, you know? The Mardu are just like in a battle and this guy with this bard just shows up without his busking permit. That's an outlaw to me. I think we're just dead here. Let's see what we would have drawn, hey? We got the card draw tech before we concede gracefully. We literally hit all 3 of our retreats somehow, too. That's so rough. Oh my god, yeah. So much unplayable. Alright, well, that won't happen again, at least. That was the shuffler giving me the middle finger game. And if it was going to happen, I'm glad it was on game 2. Oh, this is kind of nice. We got the curve going here. My boy is back. Let's go. Yeah, dude. Hey, Vane, how's it going? Hopefully I'm streaming at a much friendlier hour for you. Although it's probably still midnight where you are, hey. No 1-mana interaction, please. Never lucky. I cry every time. Yeah. the bat. Well, he's gonna take my turn 3 play. So look, if he takes battle menu, I'll play Paw Patch next turn. If he takes anything else, I'll play battle menu. I love the crab rave in the corner. Ah, thanks, dude. It is a good day. All right. Well, I guess it's gonna be this. Do I want to kill a token to play a land? I don't think I do. Oh man, if this guy doesn't have a counterspell in his hand. Look at this shit, man. This is the most I have a counterspell hand for opponent here. I'll just brick his turn if he wants to do that. I don't mind dealing 2 to him. Dude, he really wants me to play something here. And turn. I'm just gonna play Beza next turn, where his Phantom Interference doesn't do anything for him. That's the objective here. Okay. And we'll have this coming for greed. What are we up to tonight, Jerry? We're just looking to climb Mythic today, Turd Gobbler. Good to see you, by the way. I'm streaming a little earlier today because I'm going to an event tonight. But I also wanted to try streaming a little earlier just to see what people's reception to it is. Oh my god. Nightbot is... You chill. No, I don't think... I will fix Nightbot. I promise. I promise. So this guy's holding a counterspell. And I'll tell you what he's going to do, alright? This is my 8-ball corner pocket. I'm going to play Beezer. He's going to try and counter it. I'll pay the 2, and then he'll throw another counterspell at it. That's my pick. Yeah, Turd, are you going to stream later today, by the way? Don't you normally stream today? Hey, Marathon, good to see you. I'll just set it up every time I visit. Yeah, sure. I wonder if I can get a Turd Gobbler specific... Wow, he didn't even counter this. He's just letting this through. He must have a Tidebinder, right? I've got Elspeth chilling, so... I'm kind of happy to have this get countered, I think. Wow, I'm getting it all today. Alright. Schedule got changed. You can only do weekends? Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'll be sure to keep an eye out for you on the weekends then, buddy, because I don't stream weekends at the moment, so... I'll be sure to stop by. Holy moly. Nightbot just timed you. Okay, hold on. Nightbot, you need to chill, brother. Alright. Hold on. Can I time out Nightbot? You know what? If we unmod Nightbot for a moment. Hold on. I just unmodded Nightbot. Does that make me evil? Let's see if opponent counters this. This is the bait my opponent to counter this card. Because I'm hoping he thinks, oh man, I'm not going to be able to counter anything else. I might as well counter this. Guys, we're cooking. Because he is about to get Elspethed. This is about the scariest card you can play against Dimir. I think we'll just go on the offense here. If I mod Gobbler, he can't be timed out anymore except by you. Yeah, okay. You know what? I'll do it. I'll absolutely do it. Okay, if I can figure out how to untime out people, I will be, Wait, what? Oh, this is a flyer, right? Of course I can't block it. So I think we want to go Cosmogrand. We're going to make this such a painful turn for him. Into Voice of Victory. We don't really care if this gets countered, because we just want to make the tokens. Yeah, sure, buddy. Knock yourself out. Because here's a whole army in a can right now. And then our goal next turn is going to be to just use Restless Prairie. Bro, I'll mod him. I'll absolutely mod him. Let me go here. Oh yeah, we won. Is the event you're going to standard? No, actually. Without saying anything, I'll show you a card, and you can make your own mind up. Give us a moment. Here we go. Don't freak out at me, guys. Get it on the camera. Does anyone recognize this character? But I am still an avid Magic Standard enjoyer, I promise. I'm seeing multiple card games. Final Fantasy TCG? No, it's Riftbound. I'm trying out Riftbound. So one of the locals I go to is doing their first Riftbound event tonight, and I thought I'd come along. But as for standard events, I'm not... Oh my god, another one of these Leyline decks today. I'm not going to too many paper standard events at the moment. Yeah, they released it the other week in Australia. I'm enjoying it so far. I gotta kind of lock in versus this deck. We need to hit a land, though. Now that Vivi's gone, I might be going to more paper events. I think the thing that stopped me as well, though, is the fact I'd already qualified. So, like, why subject myself to going to paper events just to play Vivi non-stop, you know? I went to an RCQ, or another one, 2 weeks ago, and I played this deck and won the whole thing. So, that's also part of the reason why I'm committed here. We're going to take this block. Actually, we're going to take this double block. This could be really reckless. But I think I would rather kill both these creatures, to be honest. I think I would rather kill his creatures. Yeah, nice. That's good for us, I think. Like, I'll trade into a Hide Claw with this. Ooh, hold up. We'll have this coming for white. We're just gonna play a Novice Inspector and pass, I think. Or a Boroid will probably be our way forward here. Given the fact he played Leyline, I'm very conscious that if I leave creatures alive against him, he's just gonna murk me. Alright, well, if he one-shots me next turn, then I'll be sad, but that's nothing I can really do about that. Unless I draw some good spot removal here, which I did not. So what probably happens this turn then is I play Voice of Victory Novice Inspector if I don't draw a land, which I draw a land. Let's go. So we just need to race him. That's literally all we can do. We've just got to be like, okay, opponent, can you kill me before I kill you with the kelp snake? Alright, I'm going to rescue Turd Goblin now from the timeout zone. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. Is it like this? Oh, okay. Of course I can't type it because my OBS is cooked right now. Ah. Well, sometimes you just get one shot. Isn't that fun? Props to you to be able to. Yeah. You know, the only reason I can afford Riftbound, I think, is because I didn't buy a Spider-Man. Unironically. I skipped the Spider-Man set because I thought the cards weren't powerful enough. And I wouldn't need any. And look, I bought Multiversal Passage and that's it. And Riftbound is cheaper. I literally only bought Multiversal Passage. Vivi being gone and then getting one shot feels good, man. Yeah, well, that's red leyline for you. We can beat this deck. This deck is very manageable. We want Bazer. We got Get Lost already. Oh yeah, we want Authority to stop him from one-shotting us. We don't need Phoenix down. And then I think that's pretty much all we need here. My man's name is Boomtown. Oh yeah, he is. Welcome to Boomtown. That's what he sounds like. Do you mind if I play my Leyline of Resonance on turn 1? Kind of sounds like, what's his name from Breaking Bad? Mike? Or Bernie Sanders, depending on how rotted your brain is, I guess. No red leyline, we love to see it. We have to shock ourselves. We hate to see it. But we'll just play the 2-4 for 3. This deck literally runs no interaction, by the way. This deck's gameplay is literally smash trucks together to win. If he doesn't, like, what? Oh, far out, dude. He's got this shit again. It clearly works. Yes, it absolutely does. This deck is ruthlessly efficient. Walter, I'm gonna play control, Walter. Your aggro isn't fast enough, Walter. Yo, Mr. White, I just played this red leyline on turn 0. Do I win? I'll stop doing Breaking Bad jokes now. Has anyone seen the new show he's made, though? No, I've unmodded Nightbot. Drax gonna blow a gasket, but I unmodded Nightbot. There you go, buddy. I said I would. I'm a man of my word. Yeah, that one. Is that Pluribus? Is it any good? I haven't heard, I haven't seen it yet. You're unmodded? I did not unmod you. Oh, I've got to choose attackers with this card just sitting here, apparently, guys. I think I bricked my game. I don't know if this is correct, guys. We're just going to play with... We've got a literal battle menu now. Can someone clip this, please? Let me consult my battle menu. This is not... This looks like it's edited into the, into my OBS. Oh, it's on the stack, dude. Hang on, let me mod you too, Drag. I don't know why it... Oh, of course. Yeah, because I timed you out. There you go, buddy. Oh, shit. He's playing creatures. When this deck plays creatures, that's usually pretty scary. This is kind of pissing me off. I'm not gonna lie. The bit was worth it. I don't know anymore, if I'm being honest. Alright, well, let's click this. Maybe it stays here and I can play it for the rest of the game, over and over again. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not getting one shot. He hasn't got the ley line. What's he gonna do, huh? Have I seen MILF Manor? I'm not gonna get in trouble if I say yes, right? Like, Twitch isn't gonna TOS me. Is that like some kind of house where a bunch of kind middle-aged women get together and they, I don't know, have fun? Actually, let me guess. That's something that I bet that TV show, without knowing who made it, was made by those people who make all those reality shows. What's the channel? What's that channel that's like famous for that? Something CG? I can't remember. It's like an acronym. So are we just gonna die from, are we just gonna casually die from 18 here? TLC, yeah, there we go. Oh, holy hell, we're so dead, aren't we? Bro is about to blow me up, isn't he? This thing having trample is kind of cringe. So what kills me here? Let's just pretend these both have +2 right now. So 5, 3, 8. +1 from here. 9. 1 buff spell kills me, so we actually have to block this. Very sad. This is literally our out. We have to just throw the knight away. Cool, 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 cool. I'm dead anyway, that's funny. Yeah, exact lethal. Very upsetting. If we blocked with the voice there, did we have lethal? 2. So that's 7 plus 3, 10. Yeah, we had lethal if we blocked with voice. I am playing Riftbound tonight. Yeah, dude did the math. I should have done the math. That's the paper standard diff, where if you're playing an event, like, I actually think that red deck picks up wins because people like me just lazily put a blocker in front without doing the math. I was like, oh yeah, I'm sure I'll live if I block here, without realizing that I was like super dead if I didn't use voice. I will be playing Riftbound tonight, that's correct. I've got 2 decks. Have you played before? Do you think it's a good game? I played a handful. I went to my store's pre-release, which in Australia, by the way, was only last week because we had a delay. It's pretty fun. My mind's not made up of yet if it's going to last. I think I have to play a hell of a lot more Riftbound before that, before I know if that's something I'll do. Oh, dude, this guy's a king. I love this card. You never see Duelist of the Mind, but it is actually one of my favorite Magic cards. I think we'll just play an Elves and pass, because next turn we can set up for Bright Glass. I think my first impression of Riftbound is that you don't get land screwed. And it's got a surprising amount of depth to it. It's good but expensive. Yeah. In America in particular, I know it's been scalped to absolute hell. In Australia, I don't know if it's because Australia is just a smaller market or not, but I was able to pick it up for MSRP, which is like half the cost of a magic box. So I was quite glad to get in on that. What's the... This has got to be like Spell Pierce, right? These are just 0-3s at the moment, so we'll just grab a... We got an Inspector, so we can use the Heart. So what we'll do is we'll grab Seam Rip and Paw Patch Recruit, I think. Fuck scalpers. Amen, brother. Your people behave mostly like people. Yeah, well, sorry. Australians are just built different. Okay. What are we doing this turn, hey? We got 5 mana to play with. I think we go for... I think this will be a Cosmogrand turn. So we'll bring in the Grand. And we'll probably Seam Rip here, I think. And then we'll swing for the fences. Probably make 2 1/1s, just because the Llanowar Elves isn't going to swing at all this turn anyway. You know what would make me really sad here? Fire Magic. Surely opponent isn't just about to rip a Fire Magic on us. So this guy is probably bringing Duelist of the Mind in as his Proph's replacement. Yeah, I know that clip. I know that clip. There's some absolute bangers. One of the best, if you want to farm like Australian clips, I think you guys have it in America too, where you have those shows where like RBT, where they like pull over drunk people and like get them tested. Dude, the Australian version of that show is a gold mine. I've got I've got a t-shirt of like one of the most iconic guys from that, where like they find him on the curb and his response is so good. I might pull it up in a minute. Hold on. Let's just figure out how we're gonna verse this guy. What's it called? It's literally called RBT in Australia, that is, which stands for Random Breath Test. I don't know if that's like an American thing too. All right, let's I don't think Ouroboros gets us there against a deck with good spot removal. I'm a bit reluctant to run Duskrows. I saw FOMO, so I'm going to put a Vacuum in the deck. Requisition Raid hits FOMO pretty good, actually. We'll cut the last Ouroboros for Beza. I'm not attached to battle menu. Nah, let's run. Let her run. Let's see if I can pull this up. This is my first time doing this, so bear with me, chat. Got RBT'd the other day. You have crack eyes. You should have made the noise from, what's his name from Wild Thornberries? Like the kid who like makes all the crazy noises, Donnie. That's how you get him. What do we play here? I think we just Voice of Victory it up. Alright. Hold up, let's Let's just pause the music for a second. Oh, hang on. Opponent is swinging at me with cards. Damn, dude. 3-3. That's kind of nasty. Oh, no. We didn't draw something. That's bad. We did not draw a land. Is Phoenix Down for Cosmogrand? It's also for Bright Glass Gearhulk. So Phoenix Down hits things with mana value 4 or less. So Bright Glass Gearhulk can actually go find it. And if they remove the Gearhulk, you can bring it right back. But yes, Phoenix Down also hits Cosmogrand, and it also hits Ouroboros. It's pretty neat. Let's see. Give me this. Is it this one? That's a local. Hang on. That's the wrong one. What are we playing out here? Dude, we cannot find a land to save our life right now. Hold on. Are we just gonna get cooked by that? So I guess we go Inspector. And then just play a Recruit. And cry a little. Display Capture. Yeah. Oh, God, I cannot figure this out for the life of me. Yeah, this guy. Hey, there we go. Check this shit out. This is the guy. Hold up.
What's going on?
I'm just waiting for a mate.
Is that why your car's all smashed up and you're up on the grass at the moment, or what?
Yeah. I'm just waiting for a mate. He's gone in there. Why?
I'm just wondering how the collision with your car happened, mate.
What collision?
Well, the one that's got all your wheels and stuff twisted up and your front bumper bars hanging off, mate.
Well, I'm just waiting for a mate, as I said.
Who's your mate?
Hey?
Who's your mate?
James.
Yeah?
Isn't it?
James who?
Huh?
How'd you get down here?
The boom gets me every time, dude. Hey, wait, what's he targeting me with? Hold on. Oh, a braid. Yeah, sure. Oh, that was excellent. Alright, that can go. That's fantastic. Alright, well, we gotta use the Recruit here on something. I didn't even see what opponent did last turn, but I'm sure it wasn't good. Dude, some say he's still waiting for James to this day. Oh, we don't need lands. Alright, well, we're just gonna emergency draw a card, hit our land. Oh, amen. And then we sacrifice our Novice Inspector to the gods to try and survive. That was the most drawn out bit of my life. Did you want the MTG bot on my channel? Yeah, I think I do. That would probably be nice. I've had a few people do the commands. Do I want to take this 2 damage? No, I don't really want to, if I'm being honest. God damn. Opponent keeps hitting me with the Rizzler. If this is a counterspell, I'm scooping. Yeah, okay. I'll let you know. Oh, it's over, guys. Alright, we're going to game 3. Let him have this. We got stuck on 2 for way too long. So this guy is just playing Cauldron without the combo, I guess. I don't know how good that's going to be for him. I feel like we can just absolutely decimate this deck in the right situation. And by the right situation, I mean literally just playing cards. He replaces Profts with Duelist. What does he replace Vivi with? And Cauldron with? I guess he just runs a playset of Rizzler. But we know he runs a null now, so we just gotta be careful of that. Getting an Elspeth down on an empty board should pretty much just take him down, honestly. Yeah. Now we just gotta draw our land. I'd be very happy with a land. Goodbye, Lana War Elves. We'll go with white and just float it. We'll probably just bring in tokens the next 2 turns. There's his Duelist. And there's my 2/2. Oh, that's a nice find. I think we have to remove this. We do have to respect Duelist of the Mind. He runs enough card draw where this thing will just be a vigilant blocker that's just really annoying for us. Hello, Marco. Very cool. We just need a haymaker. We're playing that game where we're hunting for a really good win con. That's pretty good, but he has a null mana open, which is less good for us. Let's see what he does. Has he got the null? Disdainful Stroke. Jesus. Bro's gonna give me a Disdainful Stroke. I think we take this one. We'll make him double block. I'm pretty happy to get rid of Marco. It's gonna get too big for me to deal with soon. Yeah, I think getting rid of Marco was the right call here. It would have been nice to resolve that Gearhulk, but he had the answer. I'm definitely noticing, like, this deck he's playing moves a lot slower without Profts. Like, his creatures aren't just going to be titanic threats just from him playing a Scholar. Alright. Elspeth would be great here. We got 2 in our deck. Or another Gearhulk. Okay, well, that'll have to be it. We can press damage this way. Is he willing to take it? Nice, okay. We don't have cards, but we have good tempo. No delirium nonsense. Yeah, losing profts also shuts off the delirium, like, bullshit that he does with FOMO. Alright, well, it's gonna be novice. And we're gonna draw a bomb here. Just get ready, chat. There we go. It's that easy, guys. Cosmogrand is a great card, let me tell you. Phoenix down here is great too, because we can scoop up Bright Glass with it. We want him to tap out, ideally, here. Alright. So what are we scared of? Disdainful Stroke here at this point? I think we'll go for this. If he's got another Disdainful Stroke, he's got it. Oh my god, bro. Happy to have him trade that. Puts him down to 4. There's Tersa. Winter Knight and Duelist sounds scary as hell? Absolutely. But also, puts into perspective how much scarier Profts is. Like, Prof's Eidetic Memory plus FOMO is so powerful. Does he keep that till next turn? Because that would be really annoying. Ooh, sick draw here. Hold on. It's in his bin. Just like garbage. We're gonna go for this. I think he'll block the 2-2 here. I think he'll be too scared of a buff spell coming and ruining his day. And I think we'll use Ghost Vacuum on our Gear Hulk next turn, if we can. Oh, we won't be able to. That's good. That chops it down. I think we'll... Actually, no, we'll use Ghost Vacuum on one of his creatures, so Tersa doesn't pull it out. Is he going to annul this? How much counter magic can he run in this deck, dude? That's crazy. Yeah, wow. Holy hell. Dude has so much counter magic. This turns into a control deck without Vivi, honestly. That's not great. Alright, nothing good. Yet hits a land. Love to see it. So we can go battle menu here if he doesn't play a creature and potentially hit lethal. Oh, never mind. He's got 2 FOMOs. Now we know what he replaced Soul Cauldron and Vivi with. Yeah, I don't think that's a... Like, I think his deck will get outvalued by control at this point now. We need the 2-2. Alrighty. Ooh, that's pretty good. If this is another annul, I'm so sad. So we'll take action. We're gonna grab Seam Rip 1. I don't know, man. Probably Paw Patch. There's really no other better targets. Because we can only play 1 Seam Rip this turn. And then we have to hit one of the FOMOs. And then we can't attack here. Alright, opponent is literally on fumes here. They could hit Obby Bolt from their grave when they attack with Tersa. But actually, no, Obby Bolt's a sorcery. So, Gear Hulk will get to do a good block at least. Yeah, he's going to have attack steps, but my goal here is to make sure Bright Glass Gear Hulk kills immediately whatever he chooses to double up on the attack with, while Novice Inspector can chump block. Since he's on 3 life as well, his options are quite limited. Don't tell me he drew the removal. If he drew the removal, that's pretty unfortunate. We kind of got clinched out of this game. Yeah, because Bright Glass Gearhulk has first strike, it's seriously positioned to deal with nonsense like fear of missing out. Alright, so he's going to attack. He hits the Scholar. So Gearhulk just blocks this for free. We love to see it. His combat is over, so we're living this turn. And since Gearhulk has Trample as well, it's pretty good for us. He's looking for an answer. We could draw something pretty great here. I have a pretty ugly feeling we're going to draw a land here, though. We haven't seen one in a bit. Yeah, okay. Duelist of the Mind could be a problem. Do we have an out with that? Yeah, so he is going to kill us next turn. I don't think there's anything we can do about that. If Gearhulk grabbed the heart, would we have won? Alright, well, all we can do is swing out. Damn, Elspeth would have got us lethal here too. There's a few cards we could find there that would have got us lethal. He might misplay here though. Being really spooked, I'll just put a buff spell down. Torch. Alright. Puts him to 1. He did not want to block with that Duelist. So, if he can't buff this Duelist next turn, we win. Specifically needs to buff the Duelist of the Mind, though, to win here. Yup, he's got it. Land. Oh, that's lame. GG. Damn, dude. There were so many ways we could have taken that game off him. But the shuffler said, not today. I think we respected his answers well enough. Maybe Gearhulk needed to grab the heart. Yep, if. It's always if.
But that was too soft.
Yeah, what can you do? That's Magic for you. Sometimes in Magic there will just be games where you can play as optimally as possible, but you're just not gonna have it. The game will just say, no, not this time. Lightstall Inquisitor. What are we getting rid of for Lightstall? I think Seam Rip. And pay the 2 and bring a Cosmogrand. GL opponent. Oh, this is Angels, I think. I freaking love this card, by the way. So we'll go for Llanowar Elves, Voice of Victory here. And then we'll just play Novice Inspector. And we're going to get 2 1/1s. I think we just go... We out-token him. At least Vivi feels like real Magic. Yeah, very true. Ooh, Giada. Giada is a walking Seam Rip target. I don't think we can double spell this turn. I can have this one come in for green. We need to remove Piata immediately. Pretty happy to remove the creature. Our out is... His out is a sweeper at this point, I think. If we draw something to second spell with, he's kind of cooked. Yep, that'll do it. We're gonna say rest in piss to our opponent here. Actually, what's that ward cost? That's ward 2, so we just make a 2/2, I guess. And we'll just go double buff. He lives. My man is committed to angels. Angels is just too fair. At least it feels too fair. I think we don't actually make any changes to the deck. Honestly. Stormslayer could be good too, though. I really like battle menu to deal with his angels, because they get high power pretty easily. I think we'll actually just not make any changes to the deck. Sure. On the draw with this hand, I don't mind. I never see these decks. You would kill to play against angels? Well, this is like a guy who's in post game right now, you know, where he's like done all the quests. He's just having fun. He's hit Diamond 4. He's just happy to chill, you know? Plus also bans. Whenever like a tier 0 deck gets just yeeted out of the format, people always bring out their like crazy shit. Because the meta's in such disarray. It's always weenie aggro. We can do this, actually. I'll just play voice. We're not going to deal with Valkyrie till next turn, I think. This thing just gets bigger every turn. That's not really an issue to me. Investigate once for each opponent who has more cards in hand. You. Well, that won't happen. We'll just jam the board, I guess. I play my crazy shit too. It just puts me against fast stuff. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Turd Gobbler. I'm just lucky, I guess. God, Voice of Victory is such a cracked card. We love this card, man. The Shepherd. Yeah, you can find the Inquisitor with that, hey. That's cool. Goodbye, Llanowar Elves. Remember people were freaking out about this card because it was a 1-mana Angel? It's like been totally manageable. We'll have this come in for green so that we're on Gearhole Commander no matter what. We'll just attack with the voices, I think. Battle menu will probably be a combat trick here to keep one of these alive if he double blocks. Yeah, nice. So we'll just keep this Voice of Victory alive, and we'll get a free kill. And why not? Let's just jam Llanowar Elves. Alright. Now we're at that stage of the game where we want to Gear Hulk, please. A Gear Hulk as a treat would be very nice. He's at max speed, so Armenket Raceway will just bring in things with haste now. That's really cool. Ah, you're on split up. That's kind of lame. Voice of Victory is... Yeah, it is such a cracked card. I think this was the first card I got a playset of in paper when it came, when Tarkir dropped. Oh boy, we are struggling suddenly, guys. Nightbot doesn't post links anymore. Okay, whoops. Alright, we might mod Nightbot again. There you go, Nightbot. Do your thing. Time to take some damage. Okay, I'm just scooping. 3 lands in a row is a little rough, I ain't gonna lie. Do we want to change anything? I think Put Your Poison might actually be pretty good, because his creatures have flying. Yeah. Operation Just Don't Draw Lands, you know? Well, maybe the game took that too literally, because I do need lands to play on turn 1. We might... we'll cut battle menu, I think. Because I really want to play Ouroboros on 4. I think Ouroboros on 4 is one of the key ways to beat his deck. I would like a land next turn, please, game. I regret saying no lands. I really do. Oh, that'll help, actually. Alright. We'll cop the map tokens. That's very generous of opponent to give those to us now. That's not a land. Surely, right? There we go. That wasn't so hard, game. Youthful Valkyrie. So we'll probably pick your poison this, because then we can at least attempt to try and find our 4th land. Which we did not find, sadly. If we get 4 mana, it's probably going to be Zenith plus Paw Patch Recruit, I think. Ooh. Maybe not. Let's just want to be green. And we'll just Offspring Paw Patch. Pretty removal-proof play here. Him floating all that mana made me really want to, yeah, not play Cosmogran Zenith this turn. Alright, well that's an Adjudicator. What do we do here, hey? You got some nerve, Nightbot. Yeah, he's cussing you out, dude. Very rude of Nightbot. Yeah, we'll go Gear Hulk. And we'll take the heart. So he can flip over that next turn, but I think that's probably fine for us. And I'll grab another Paw Patch. The pass. I'm here to fight the clankers. You're doing the good work. Alright, this is the play your instant speed interaction or don't play anything at all. Play. There's the get lost, which buffs up our bunny friend here. God, so many of those. I might go for buff on the little bunny rabbit. We'll do it again. Don't want that. Alrighty. 2v1 now, Nightbot. Drac X turn? I'd ship it, dude. Oh, dude, this little rabbit that could, he's just getting bigger. Look at him go. Don't fuck with this rabbit. Ah, screw it. And we're gonna go for the buff, because I'm thinking he's gonna split up me. If I make the 2 tokens. Pretty happy for opponent to be stuck on 3. Yeah, doing this rather than making the 2 1s makes a split up play, yeah, so garbage for him. He kills his own creature. And now his goal is like, please don't murder me with a rabbit. We hit a land. Alright. Can we win here? If we buff this rabbit, we win. Never lucky, dude. Alright, well, we'll do this then. We'll just put him down to 1, I guess. GG, opponent. Nice. Good win. Bro, someone's like banging me, bro. Hearing like banging noise next door. I don't know what they're doing. Ah, yes. I cannot wait to purchase my cheap viewers. And by that I mean ban this guy. I mean bot. 3 Lionel Elves. I don't know if that's enough. I think we're gonna need another one. What do we think the Llanowar Elves are telling the child? I feel like they'd say it'd stay in school or something. I think we'll go for... Nah, we're not drawing another land. We're gonna go for triple Llanowar Elves, and we're gonna double spell with Cosmogrand Zenith. All we need to draw is 1 thing to play with the Zenith. Avoid goblins. Yeah, 100%. Very cool. And that's why we played the Llanowar. And I'm gonna go for the buff. Since I want Cosmogrand to dodge that removal he just played. Never mind, it's dodging it all. Voice of Victory, hey? Maybe we'll get a pretty gnarly spell we can play with that. Unfortunately, that's not really what I'm looking for. Very sad for us. Actually, we'll swing with the Inspector. I'll give him a value trade if he wants it. Yeah, I don't think he does. I think he would rather lose a unit there. Surely he's not got a sweeper, right? Alrighty, what nonsense is this gonna be? Sandman. No target? Dude can choose Fenrir, can't he? Alright, we have to close the game out as quickly as possible now. Because we're about to get blasted, I think, if we don't finish the game soon. Alright, opponent. Sure. Heal 3. Oh, that's a sick battle menu draw. Say farewell to your healer. Nice win. Whew. That was a sick top deck, not gonna lie. Alright, so seeing Sandman in play really makes me want to run a vacuum. We'll cut 2 Ouroboros for an Elspeth. Phoenix Down's pretty good in this matchup. The question is, do we run Battle Menu or do we run Get Lost here? I think we'll stick to Battle Menu for a little longer. I'm very wary about giving Golgari the map tokens. I'll run with this. Alright. Game 1 against Golgari is a great pickup, but now this is where, like, he runs all the unfun shit. He's just gonna fill his deck with sweepers. Yeah, I was really happy to pick that up. Keeper, I think. Duress turn 1 would be annoying to lose Elspeth, but he's also mulled twice, so I don't think it's as scary anymore. Pylon. Alright. He's definitely some graveyard nonsense. Okay, well, we're definitely playing Llanowar on 1. Bro, the game's just handing me poor patch recruits. This is fantastic. I still have not figured out for the life of me what opponent is here. So he almost certainly runs, what, that dragon? I think he runs that dragon that can be cast as a board wipe, I reckon. So as a measured approach, I'll play Novice Inspector. And crack the clue. So he's gonna go Esper Origins here, hey? Can have it. Nothing in his grave. That's particularly Eugene. There we go. Seasonal loss. Player sacrifices a creature of their choice. So he's just going to use that to sweep, hey? Scavenger Regent? Yeah, it is crazy expensive, but I'm thinking the fact that all my creatures have 1 or 2 health means that it's probably alright for him to do. We'll just go Elspeth. Screw it. So Eugene messes me up here. Kind of. Not really. He kills Elspeth. But part of the point of playing Elspeth there is that if he does use Season of Loss, he'll just lose his board. And I'll still have Elspeth. He might go for the middle ground where he makes me kill a few creatures and just draws a bunch. Now we're just sacking 5, it appears. Yeah, this is why Elspeth is fantastic. Alright, we'll go for that, which will double the offspring. We'll make some more tokens. Yeah, this is fantastic for us. Next turn's lethal. Because we'll double buff. And he can't Eugene us this turn, which is the scariest thing I think he can play. Another one, holy hell. That's only really stabilizing for him. It's not really doing much for him. So Gearhulk comes down. We're probably going to grab Inspector and Vacuum. 2 1/1s. Get the Inspector down, which will make 2 clues. And we're going to put the Vacuum down because I really don't want him recurring anything. Because if he plays Black Overlord, he can go get Eugene from his graveyard. Which I very much don't want him doing. No lens in his grave, so not particularly worried by that. Oh, his hand is so crap. I'm just getting rid of this. Lethal. GG, opponent. We dodged the Scavenger Regent really nicely there. Oh, really? I don't know what happened there. Excuse me. Kind of brutalized him. Yeah, it did feel like that, huh? I mean, I had nothing for that, hey. Are we versing the same deck again? Is this just gonna be... Is there some new Golgari graveyard list someone posted? Why am I getting so many of these? Oh no, never mind. It's just Ringer. Boo. Well, we'll ramp. And then next turn, I guess we play Paw Patch. We're kind of cooked if he has combo on 4, though. Nope. Next turn might be Ouroboros, and we just have to try and race him. Yeah, there's Bringer. But we kind of just have to go for it. Does this deck run counter magic now? That'd kind of blow my mind if it did. Yeah, it has a removal spell here. He doesn't, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna do something interesting here. Knowing he has potentially oh, he's got Crater Hoof, bro. It's so over. I'm gonna give him a value trade here. He's gonna block Bookworm with... Nope, he's smart enough to know what I'm trying to do here. Yeah, okay. He knows what I'm doing, and he's got combo on 4 or 5. That's so lame, bro. Yeah, alright. Have your win, buddy. This is the deck that I kind of wish got hit. But it did not. So we want Vacuum. What was the plan? He plays that card, it comes in as a copy of Bringer of Last Gift, wipes my board, brings all the creatures he milled back to the battlefield, and kills me instantly. It's a pretty gross deck, if I'm being honest. But, it's gonna be a mainstay of the format, potentially, now that aggro, which was the only thing really keeping it back, is now nerfed. Yeah, and hard control. Oh, can't keep that. Oh, can't keep this either. This might be over immediately. Alrighty, we're on the aggro hand. Oh, what was your plan when you swung? So my plan was to have him send my Paw Patch Recruit to the graveyard to try and get value out of it. Because he would bring it back, but he knew what I was trying to do, and he just double blocked it. Okay. He's just gonna block there, hey? Alright. I think we might be out of luck here because we had to mull twice. Maybe I should have played Recruit. There is like a hope that Dimir mid-range can police this deck now that Dimir is probably going to be pretty good. Personally, I don't believe they can. I think Dimir players have a very long history of overestimating what their deck can do. Like, Dimir players were still saying they had a good matchup into Vivi Cauldron, by the way. Alright. This is our best. This is the best we can do. And if he's got a sweeper, it's probably all over. Okay. Is he going to discard his win con? He's got Arden. He's got 2 Ardens, which means Arden can bring back a potentially problematic card. Alright, if we can get a 1 mana card here, we win. It's not a 1 mana card, sadly. Almost. We got him down to 1. And watch, he's about to he's just about to take our hopes and dreams away from us. 4 times strategic betrayal. Yeah. Jeskai Artifact shuts this deck down? Definitely. Yeah, it can do alright into this deck. Oh my god! He didn't draw his combo. Can you believe it, guys? What a sad tale for him. There's a world where maybe I upgrade to Rest in Peace. If this deck is going to become more popular. And we just jam a billion copies of Rest in Peace. I think Soul Guide Lantern is probably better. I might make some changes to the sideboard. I'll put in 2 Soul Guide Lanterns, because you can find it with Bright Glass Gearhulk and it exiles all cards from a graveyard. Which is pretty important. Alright, Keeper. That's a tap land. That's 2 tap lands. I think we'll put one of the tap lands away. Well, we got good plays. We just need to find a mana source to play them. Yeah, Soul Guide Lantern is such a good card, hey. Oh, this is all I can do for the moment. If we can play a, if we get a land next turn, we might be able to play a Gearhulk or a Boroid and get the party started. This is just going to kill Llanowar Elves though, isn't it? No, never mind. Well, that's pretty decent. What's it gonna be? Revenant. Alright. We got the land. Alright, screw it. It's Ouroboros time. And we just gotta hope he doesn't mill some bullshit. He has not milled bullshit yet. So our out is basically hoping Ouroboros sticks on the battlefield. Which it looks like it will. He doesn't have black mana anymore. He hits Cavero here, I guess. He just pulls that back out. There he goes for Greeter. Alright. Oh my god, he's gonna do it next turn. So this would be a... Oh no, we get him with it! We actually get him with it. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Because Gearhulk comes down now and we get the vacuum. Whew, I think we're saved. Just. And let's get a good one drop here, hey? We'll get a Paw Patch. Okay, that's pretty good for us. We're not out of the game yet. He can't do his bullshit Bringer of Light combo. But what he can do is grab... fucking nothing, actually. There's no good target in his grave right now. If he puts 2 Bringers in there, then we're in trouble. He puts Arden in. So Arden's gonna make a 5/5 with lifelink. But I'm not too bothered by that. So this is the problem with Kavero, by the way. Kavero doesn't target a card. So he's either going to target Bringer or Arden. And what I need to do is remove Bringer. Because that wipes my board. Arden does not, at least. Yep. So here comes... a Craterhoof Behemoth. Wowza. And we're alive. Ouch. Pain. Is it Skeleton, Spirit, or Zombie? Which none of these are. Put a counter on each creature. And then we need to hold the vacuum up here. Swing with Ouroboros, deal some damage, I guess. Brightglass Gearhulk is going to be crucial for us to survive next turn. We basically chump block any nonsense he plays with that. Honored Dead comes down, that will kill Ouroboros, I imagine. Because that thing is just pumping so much. He's going to go for the vacuum. Alright, which means I need to target something. I think it'll be the Revenant. Yeah, it'll be the Revenant. We don't want him to get a flyer and be able to buff it. Bookworm. This is a close game. He might have killed himself not killing Ouroboros here, though. Because the Harvester of Misery doesn't kill my board here. Maybe he'll swing with the 2 5/5s. Nope, he will not. Alright, so we got 22 with Trample that we can just send at him now. Oh, actually, it'll be even bigger than that. Another Bringer. Alrighty, let it rip. So we can get this up to... So that'll be up to 14, that'll be up to 12. We can get this up to 26 with Trample. That's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. But I don't think it's enough, so... We probably play this. And make 2 1/1s. And these will be our chump blockers next turn. And we'll just send the Gearhulk. He has to commit a shitload to this. And because it has first strike, he will not heal from this as well. Because I think if I attack with everything here, he chump blocks enough with lifelink to heal up. So he's on 1. So this is his I'm going to win the game turn, I guess. If he has Cavero in his hand, we're cooked. Which will be very tragic. Because Arden can pick up the Cavero in his grave and become a Bringer of the Last Gift, but he's not casting it. So it won't wipe the board. Bit of Triumph. I guess we just buff over a Boroid with that. So is he going to take my creature? Is that his thought process? Alright. That'll be a 5/5. So he can bring in the Meringue here? That was a sick Surveil for him. God damn, dude. This game's a tightrope. He brings in the Meringue here, but I'm pretty sure my board's just too fat. Yep, here's Meringue. He's 1000% dead. Yeah, I think at this point it's checkmate. What's he targeting? I guess we'll just buff up the creature with Trample. Can I double spell next turn? Doesn't look likely. So he can heal 10. I think he's just Giga dead here, right? Because he's got 5 creatures. Maybe he draws interaction this turn? Bro, I can never find a land to save my life, though, I'll tell you what. So Ouroboros, not the play this turn. It's definitely Voice of Victory. Alright. And that should be the end of it here. And we swing with the gang. That should be lethal. Don't think he has an out here at all.
This is most disturbing.
Yeah. GG. What a game. We beat the turn 4 combo Menace and got our promo. We love to see it. But that'll do me for today. I've got to go get prepped for this event I'm headed to. To anyone worried that I may become a Riftbound convert, that's definitely not the case. I like Magic and Riftbound. We can love both, I promise. But yeah, I'll see everyone next week. I'll think about streaming earlier sometime in the future as well. And Turd Gobbler, I'll catch you on the weekend, hey? I'll keep an eye out for your stream. Alright everyone, ta-ta and farewell.